Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lainey. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. As you can see here, I have a large bottle of wine. This is actually a red sangria that I purchased from Aldi. And to pair with the wine, I purchased 2 of these wine glasses from Dollar Tree for $1.25. This can be a great hostess gift or gift in general for any season, but since Thanksgiving is right around the corner, this is going to be geared towards the Thanksgiving and fall season. So we are going to jump in Cricut Design Space and get a label made for this and have some stencils cut out for our glasses as well. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump in Cricut Design Space and get the design started. Okay, guys, so here we are in Cricut Design Space, and I have already pulled up what we're going to be working with today. You can see here for you to gobble later, this is going to be a print then cut. We are going to use printable vinyl today and cut this design out for our wine bottle. And then we've got a separate file here. We've got our basic cuts, and we are just going to cut this out on regular vinyl and then reverse weed so we can use this as a stencil. So what I need to do is attach these two because these are going to be working together. Okay, so we've got this job and then we've got this job. So, and they are sized accordingly. As I said, I just wanted to notate that I didn't just upload these and it was all easy peasy. I did have to measure my wine glasses and the wine bottle and assess what would fit the best for those two blanks. So let's go ahead and click make it. And it is going to prompt us to load our printer. So here we've got our first mat here. We're going to click continue. And it is just loading to find my machine, and we're going to send to printer. Once it is sent to the printer, I am going to load my printer with printable vinyl and print it out, and then we will cut it on our machine. And then after that, it'll prompt us to go to our second mat, and then we will cut this out on regular vinyl to create our stencils. Okay, so my printer is now printed that on the printable vinyl. Now I need to select my material. I'm going to browse all materials, and I'm going to go to the search bar and type in printable vinyl and then press enter. And I'm just going to go ahead and select printable vinyl specialty. And I'm at, well, it's not going to let me bookmark it. Okay, it's going to be faulty with me. So I'm going to go ahead and click done. And now let's go back to the overhead screen and load our mat. Okay, so now we have our design printed on the printable vinyl, and you can see the design there, and that's just a faint gray in the scallop. So now what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and move our bottle aside for a moment. And I'm going to come in with my mat. This is just a standard grip mat. It has lost some of its stickiness, so it is not going to rip the back of this vinyl, or the printable vinyl, because it is paper. I'm going to come in with my brayer tool and just get this adhered down. Okay, and now our machine is blinking. It is ready for us to load our mat, and it is going to register the materials and pay attention to those registration marks so it knows where to cut. And once it's registered and it's ready to go, it's going to prompt me to click play, and now I'm going to go ahead and get that cut out. So I am just looking over the design here, and it has cut out. So now I'm going to release the mat. I'm going to turn my mat over, and I am peeling the mat away from the vinyl. Very carefully removing the vinyl because I don't want to rip it. And there's our label. And you know, now that I removed it from, yeah, okay, so I'm glad that I used the bleed. Okay, I thought I was going to have to calibrate my machine and recut it, but now that I've taken it off, I am going to use it. So now bringing in our glass once more. Excuse the curious kitten there. I'm going to go ahead and stand up and whew, perfect. Just had to stand up so I could get over this. And I started in the middle and then I work out to the sides there. Perfect. Oh my goodness. How perfect is this? And I love that this is a burnt orange. It's perfect. It's festive. Look at that. For you to gobble gobble later. How stinking cute. And you can see how the leaf goes down onto the glass. The same with the acorn. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and pop back into Cricut Design Space. We've got to get our stencils cut out so we can work on our wine glasses. Okay, so now we are on mat 2 and we've got our 2 wreaths here and we're just going to cut this out on regular vinyl. And just so you can have an idea, I size these 3 by 3 inches and you can see there. So now we're going to click continue and we are going to select our materials and then we will go back to the overhead screen and load our mat and then load our machine. So we're going to be using Oracle 651. So I used a premium vinyl setting in permanent glossy. And we will just follow the prompts as normal. We will load our mat and then let it cut with our fine point blade. Okay, so now our machine is ready for us to load it. So we were going to take that same mat again and I'm going to come in with some Oracle 651 in gray, and I just file the vinyl that comes in flat like this, in flat sheets. I just file them in scrapbooking paper folders. If they're not coming in rolled up, I do not want to roll them up because this is a lot easier for me to manage and put on a mat. When it's all rolled up, it honestly just drives me nuts. So I'm gonna load my mat here and now load our machine. Our machine is ready. So let's go ahead and load the mat. Once it registers that it's a 12 by 12 mat, then I will click play and it will begin the cutting process. In the meantime, I'm gonna come in with my cup cradle. And we've got our wine glasses here. While that's cutting, I'm going to prep the surface. I'm going to clean it off with alcohol and move it aside while the alcohol dries. So let's go ahead and hit play. And the cutting will begin. Okay, the cutting is done. It's saying to unload my mat. And I'm just looking over this and making sure that it is all cut well. It looks like there's a little snafu in that first one, but the second one is really good. So let's go ahead and let's move this out of the way. I'm going to flip my mat over and peel the mat away from the vinyl. And now I'm just going to cut the designs out, but leaving a margin around the design to protect the glass, because remember we're going to be using glass etching cream. So wherever the etching cream is on the glass, it's going to etch. So just being attentive of that. I'm actually going to cut these in half, separating the 2 designs there. Okay, so what I need to do is leave all the excess here and cut out, or I'm sorry, excuse me, weed out the wreath in the L. Once again, removing the wreath because we want that to be etched, and then we will remove the cursive L. There's a little piece there. Needs a little help. I need that little, there we go. I needed this little piece to stay. Just repositioning that with my weeding tool. Okay, and there we go. So we are going to apply this on the wine glass and then do the etching cream. So let me go ahead and get this other weeded out real quick. And if you haven't used etching cream before, it's super easy. I really like how you can use your Cricut for the etching cream or the wood, the wood burning paste to make things more permanent. You don't just have to use sublimation. You have these other options as well. So once again, I'm going to remove this wreath, and this one was a little bit of a problem. I could see when it was when I was removing it from the mat. So let's just be careful here. Okay, so we have our stencils, we have our transfer tape, I have my Armour etching glass cream, and I have an older paintbrush that I like to use. I also use this with the heat paste. I just make sure to wash it after I use it. Okay guys, so here's the finished product. I will say that I added water to this and really rubbed on it, and the ink did not smear. It is perfect. So this is a great printable vinyl. I'll link the product down below. It's my first time using it, and I am very happy with the results. And then once again, we're going to pair the bottle of wine with some personalized wine glasses. You can see the wreath and the L. Super easy, inexpensive, and personal, which you can't beat. I hope this was inspirational to you. If it was, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you always, always, always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.